Okay, so I am live and I have no flipping clue what I'm doing. Um, Basically, I have started this channel to kind of discuss certain things that deal with being in a relationship or having a covert narcissist in your life. That is the whole not goal, but just motivation behind creating this channel. I have a covert narcissist in my life that I, unfortunately, for the next 3 years, still have to engage with in some way, shape, or form. And it's exhausting. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I don't. There's a lot of when you do research on starting any sort of social media these days, the idea is that you do it, when you do these things, you do it based on things that you love and you could talk about all day long. And for the longest time, for at least the last like 8 years, I have Well, in the beginning, I didn't realize I was doing it to save myself, but now it's more so to understand how to parent with this disordered individual. And um, I have fought tooth and nail wanting to create, like internally, tooth and nail, wanting to create a YouTube channel or a TikTok or an Instagram or any sort of social media platform around narcissistic abuse, gaslighting, things like that. Because I read, as part of my process in healing from this type of emotional pain, the type of personality that I have is that I will analyze my way into healing. And I've tried it so many different ways. I've tried it so many different ways to not be so analytical. But when I realize the analytics and the things that I'm like nerding out about, and I want to get right, and I want to understand the terms, and I want to make sure that I am not very willy-nilly applying the label narcissist to my ex-husband. Because, what is that thing that's going on in TikTok right now? It's like, we listen and we don't judge. Well, I don't want to judge my ex-husband. That's not my goal. That's not my initial goal, excuse me. But I keep hitting this microphone. I'm sorry. But the thing that I've realized, and I think the reason why I started this channel, is because there are things that you can't ignore: patterns, behaviors, actions. If I'm constantly seeing the same patterns, behaviors, and actions, then I'm not judging. I am really kind of taking in the information, figuring out what to do with it, and then the output is whatever the output is. I genuinely, I like to believe that I'm a fairly nice person. I don't want to even say broken, because I'm not broken. I just have a lot of knowledge on narcissists and covert narcissists, and how to react and why we react the way that we react. And so I decided to create this channel specifically to speak to any person who is dealing or has a covert narcissist in their life. There's a lot of things online about the narcissist, And I will at some point go into, what makes a narcissist, who is a narcissist. And I will definitely go into that. But for the majority of the conversations that I have on this channel, the things that I talk about, it's always going to be about a covert narcissist. And the reason is because covert narcissists are very hard to identify. And the easiest way I can think to explain it is being in a relationship with a covert narcissist feels like the real thing. It feels like real love. It feels like you're doing everything right until you're not. And then when you're not, that person that you fell in love with, and maybe there were a few red flags here and there that you kind of looked the other way and dismissed it for whatever the reason may be. All of a sudden, this person's, you're dealing with somebody completely different. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That you will hear that a lot in therapy. You will hear that a lot on social media, people talking about people with narcissistic personalities. They do very much a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type of switch on you. And when they switch, it is the most mind-jarring thing that you will ever experience. And the longer that you're in the relationship with that disordered individual, the harder it becomes to realize the things that they have done or are doing are emotionally abusive and detrimental to you. So